He wasn't the Eastern Conference Finals MVP. He wasn't the Finals MVP.
I might put Derek White more impactful than JT.
Tatum's not hardened. He's not.
The Boston Celtics, a team that basketball fans can't seem to agree on. With a legendary history and a haul of championships, they've earned plenty of respect. But for every fan who admires them, there's another who can't help but hate them.
Get up, buddy! Market basket's hiring! Kyrie! Your mother's a whore!
So, what's behind the Celtics' love-hate reputation? This team is giving off major bad boy Pistons vibes, but not in the cool way. Think trash talk from the bench, over-the-top aggression, and fouls that make you wince. Classic chaos, but not exactly winning hearts. For all their skill, their collective attitude makes them seem more like villains than heroes. A transformation that has alienated both neutral fans and longtime supporters. So, what makes this Celtics team stand out? It's all about the players leading the charge, Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown. These two were once the league's most relatable young stars. Tatum was throwing down insane dunks on LeBron as a rookie, making highlight reels look easy.
45 remaining. Tatum drives down and throws it down! Wow!
Meanwhile, Brown brought that gritty, intelligent underdog vibe, winning over fans with his work ethic. Everyone was all in. Back then, the Celtics were a team fans could root for. Not just respect, but over time, things shifted. As Tatum and Brown got better, people started taking their talent for granted. A 30-point game from Tatum barely even raises an eyebrow now. It's just expected. Once a player hits that level, people start focusing less on what they do on the court and more on who they are off it. And that's where the Celtics stars start to lose their charm. The pressure of stardom seemed to push them to manufacture moments that didn't always land. Take Tatum, for example. He's always been the quiet, serious type. But during the 2022 playoffs, he tried to show a different side.
Goes again, fires the three, and that might do it. Al Horford with the rebound, throws it up in the air, and the Boston Celtics will go to the NBA Finals.
Before Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals, he sent a text to Kobe Bryant's old number saying, "I got you." After they won, the message got out on social media, either shared by him or leaked. Fans didn't buy it, calling it cringy and forced. The reactions were savage, with some even joking, "I texted Zion and went to Golden Corral." Then, in the 2024 NBA Finals, Tatum seemed to push it even further. After finally snagging his first championship, his post-game interview felt like a straight-up imitation of Kevin Garnett's legendary "anything is possible" moment. It didn't feel authentic. It felt like a copy, and fans weren't having it. What should have been a triumphant moment turned into another polarizing episode, reflecting the team's broader struggle to resonate beyond the court. This shift in perception mirrors how the Celtics' legacy players have seen their reputations evolve over time. Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett used to be the kind of players you couldn't help but root for. Pierce was the clutch scorer everyone admired, and Garnett brought intensity and heart to the game. But since joining the Celtics, their reputations have taken a nosedive. Let's start with Pierce. Confidence is key in the NBA, but there's a fine line between swagger and arrogance, and Pierce is firmly on the wrong side. Calling himself the best player in the league, that's a statement better left to fans or analysts. The true greats, LeBron James and Kobe Bryant, never had to say it. They let their dominance on the court do all the talking and, if anything, pass the praise to each other. Pierce's self-proclaimed title just feels out of place. Then there's Kevin Garnett, who went from the big ticket to the big jerk. His behavior during games, especially in the playoffs, has been hard to stomach. Sidelined by injury, he's turned into a professional trash talker, relentlessly yelling at opponents like Ben Gordon and Brad Miller from the bench. Worse, Garnett's known for targeting smaller guards, a move that's drawn criticism. Rajon Rondo's fiery antics have become a signature, especially during the playoffs. He's no stranger to stirring up drama, and things got heated in Game 5 when he slapped Brad Miller across the face, leaving Miller with stitches. Fans and analysts tore into the refs for not calling it a flagrant foul. Then, in Game 6, Rondo cranked things up a notch by yanking Kirk Henrik into the scorer's table. That earned him a flagrant 1, but let's be real, it should have been a flagrant 2 and an ejection. While Rondo's on-court drama is infamous, it pales in comparison to the controversies surrounding fan behavior in recent years. Over the years, a number of former and current Celtics players have called out the toxic behavior from some fans. In 2019, one fan was banned for 2 years after directing a racial slur at DeMarcus Cousins. Then, in 2021, Another fan was arrested for throwing a water bottle at Kyrie Irving as he was leaving the court, caught on camera with the bottle narrowly missing Kyrie. This connection between fan behavior and team perception is something that also extends beyond the stands and into the media. In 2023, the Jaylen Brown can't go left memes took over the internet after he signed that monster 5-year, $300 million deal. All that money turned the spotlight on his flaws. People criticized his shaky ball handling, his efficiency, and his left hand. Sure, these critiques have some truth to them, but they totally miss the bigger picture. Brown isn't just any NBA player. He's a two-way juggernaut, a 3-time All-Star, an NBA champ, and a Finals MVP. Over the past 5 seasons, he's averaged 25 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists per game. So, what's the scoop? The fans can be brutal, the superstars mix some real talk with a bit of delusion, but no one can deny the Celtics are still stirring up heated debates. And here's the one thing everyone agrees on. They're straight up killing it this season. With the 8th best defense and the 3rd best offense, they're firing on all cylinders. Drew Holiday is a defensive monster. Derek White is everywhere, doing the dirty work on both ends of the court, and Peyton Pritchard is bringing the excitement. Pritchard's out here crossing defenders, nailing mid-range shots, and pulling up from deep like he's Curry. This season, he's been lights out, hitting 43% of his 8 3-point attempts per game. But here's the twist. The Celtics have been called boring. Why? Because their whole offense revolves around 3-pointers. Last season, they led the league with 42 attempts per game, and this year, they've cranked it up to 50. Over half of their shots come from deep. Critics have been saying the 3-point obsession is ruining the NBA, and now the Celtics are the poster team for that argument. Check out their 2024 championship run. They totally crushed their competition, but somehow it didn't capture the excitement like it should have. They steamrolled the Miami Heat 4-1 in the first round, but the finals ended up being some of the least watched in the last 2 decades. It felt like the whole NBA was cheering against Boston, and who can blame them? With 18 championships, the Celtics are a true dynasty, and let's be real, people love to root for the underdog, not the team that's already on top like Boston, the Yankees, or Alabama football. Can the Celtics break free from this bad rep, or are they stuck as the NBA's most hated team? It's not impossible to turn things around. Look at LeBron. He was the league's biggest villain when he joined the Miami Heat, but after a bunch of championships and years of dominance, respect followed. Kevin Durant got hammered for joining the Warriors, but now fans can't help but admire his talent. For Boston, it's pretty straightforward. Just keep winning. If Tatum and Brown bring home a few more championships and keep playing at this insane level, the hate will fade. When you're great, critics tend to go quiet. What do you think? If you can't stand the Celtics, did I miss any reasons? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you like this, consider subscribing, commenting, or hitting that notification bell.
Everybody wants to know what I would do if I didn't win. I guess we'll never know.